guys, what's going on? It's Stef here. I hope you've been well. I know I have, and it's time for another metal detecting, relic hunting adventure. And this one is unlike any other, because today's episode is all about the very best of the best of 2024. I've managed to narrow down the list to 10 finds, even though that was really difficult, and I hope you enjoy this trip down memory lane with me. Or if you have tripped across this channel for the very first time, welcome, and I hope that this gives you a great insight into what I'm all about, because a lot of these finds have historical cut-ins that go along with them to give you an idea of why a find was so particularly exciting. So if you enjoy this video, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss videos from me in the future, because I've got a lot in store for 2025. Now, without any more yapping, because this is a longer video than usual to begin with, let's hop in with number 10. So I'm also out here today with Amanda Digger Degas. She is awesome, good friend of mine, known her for years. And I didn't film this target. I have been filming all of the wrong ones today, evidently. And two awesome things happened. This is the first thing I dug out of the hole before I found my target. Amanda, can you shout over information about this this type of bottle?
Looks like Stoddard glass, early.
Early, yeah. 18th century, probably?
Yep, and I mean, we're at that type of site.
Yeah, we're at a tavern, like I said earlier in the video, so that is really, really cool. I'm gonna keep that and just try not to stab myself with this in my pouch. But I had a deep, like 40s to 50s signal mixed in with a bunch of iron, because that's what's in every hole out here. And I can't believe it. I got a wee crotal bell. Rewind that. You know what, let's just get back to the action and maybe we'll loop back around to this later in the video. It's so tiny. And right now I'm kind of trying to look for damage that I inflicted, which I didn't, which is amazing. I was chopping away at this hole like you wouldn't believe. Oh, it is so cool. It's got the pedal design, that's a nice bronze. That's going to be 18th century to early 19th century. And there might be a maker there, I'm not sure. Or it'll just have the size. But I can feel the iron dingler has kind of burst out of this, so I don't think this is actually going to ring again. But it sure is beautiful. I'm going to clean that up and I'll come back with it. That's an awesome find. Okay, well, I happened to be going back down the path where I dug my crotal bell, and I have another signal down there. Take a listen. Huh. Don't forget to double check your holes, folks. Oh, guys, I feel like an idiot, but I'm so happy at the same time. I really wouldn't have expected this because, you know, this is all raised. I don't know. I thought it may have been turned or moved, but anyway, I got down to it and I just rolled it out over here. And just so you don't think I'm lying, there's the first one I dug. I got a crotal bell spill. Like, what? I've heard of this happening with people on numerous occasions, actually. Well, not numerous, a few times. Because they'll just, you know, these will be all strapped together. I'm very excited, so I'm just going to stutter, whatever, get my way through this. But anyway, they'd be all on a strap. I'll throw up an image on the screen for you right now so you can see how these were situated on horses back in the late 1700s up through the early 1900s. Again, these are both old. These are late 17s to early 1800s. Let me see if we have a maker's mark. It doesn't appear that we do, but you never know. And this one's definitely gonna, I can feel the little jingler in there. So, needless to say, I'm not walking away. I'm gonna recheck the hole. I can't believe I forgot to do that. It's a really noob move for me to do that, but I think we are all guilty of doing that from time to time, so okay, I'll get back with you if there's more. Well, there you have it. This is the one that I just dug. I just realized I hadn't come back with this cleaned off yet. There's still a little bit of iron from the hook that this would have been on coming through the shank, but yeah, definitely same size. I think they're the exact same size. Oh, that's awesome. I did re-swing the hole. I didn't hear anything else. I also fished around with the pinpointer and nothing but nails, so we'll keep moving. This has every right to be a beer can. Take a look. And I am good 14, 16 inches off the ground. I can still hear it. But I'm getting the impression that maybe this place has never been hunted, so it could actually be a relatively shallow shoe buckle. Another one. I don't know. It's something large, though. Ugh. Let's hope for the best. Well, I think I called my shot. My pinpointing was a little bit off. In the corner there, I see a corner to what has got to be, yeah, it's a shoe buckle. That's a shoe buckle. Oh man, let me see if it'll wiggle out. You know what? Let me get around it a little bit more and then we'll extract it together. Ooh, I hope that's complete. I think it probably is. That was a huge signal. Yes! Awesome. Okay, moment of truth. We know it's a shoe buckle. Is it complete? I got it loose. Please be there. Please be there. Oh, is it? Is it just mangled? What the? Yeah, it's just mangled. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that thing. Holy crap. I wish this wasn't mangled like the last one I just dug, but I'm not going to complain. Whew, that is insane. That was 2 inches in the ground. I'm calling it. Nobody's ever hunted here. Ever. Wow. Let me get this cleaned up. I'll come right back. What a monster. Whew. That is absolutely breathtaking. Oh my goodness. Again, I can't stress enough how much I wish it wasn't bent, but you have to wonder how the heck that happened. I always blame a big fat oxen for stuff like that. Oh man. Wow. Just absolutely massive. This probably would have had quite some curvature to it. It wouldn't have laid flat like this. Based on the pin terminal, which has this little lip over here, okay, this is going to be maybe 1780s, 1790s. So, wow. That is beyond awesome. That's so cool. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm not going to putz around looking at it for too long. I want to get back to swinging, but, yeah, that's an incredible find. Well, you probably heard me say a couple of times that I wish that shoe buckle wasn't quite so mangled. And for the very first time, I decided to have something of mine professionally restored. And in my mind, there was only one man for the job, JP Hunts. Most of the time on Instagram and Facebook, you'll notice that he will post a lot of Civil War relics that he's been commissioned to restore, and a lot of them are made out of big, heavy brass, so I figured, this guy can do a shoe buckle. And as it turns out, I was absolutely correct and made the best decision possible by contacting him to restore this exquisite shoe buckle. Take a look at that. It's absolutely breathtaking now. It's exactly the same form that it would have been in well over 200 years ago. Not to mention, even the patina has been retained, which is just incredible. So huge thank you to JP. His contact information is in the description below, so if you're interested in getting any work done with him, definitely reach out. I just absolutely, obviously had to share this incredible restoration before we head back in to the rest of the video right now. Man, guys, I'm really sorry I didn't film this target. It's getting dark. My battery is almost completely dead. Matt left. I'm walking on the side of the path. Literally, I'm probably 100 feet or so from my Jeep. I really hope I didn't scratch it. There it is. We got a tiny little silver. Oh my Lord. What are you gonna be? All right, let me get a little more secured here. What is this? What is this? What the? Oh no! Oh my God, Matt's gonna be pissed. He's not gonna be pissed. He'll be super happy for me. I know he will. We were just talking about cap busts today. Oh my God. That's. Oh my God. Oh my God. At least I'm not the one that bent it. Thank God. He's not gonna believe me at all. Oh my goodness. I mean, he is. But I was so due for something great today. All right, let me get my water. We're gonna do this together. And then I think I might turn my machine off because what the heck, you know? How am I gonna top this? Oh, come on. He's gonna freak out. You know, like I said, guys, it's becoming a joke, really, that, you know, I can't find coins with other people. I don't understand it. Let's see, the front looks pretty slick. Come on, sweetie, where are you? My beautiful lady. All right, I can't quite get a read on it yet for the front. That reverse, though. Oh my Lord, I can't believe that just happened. Cap bust halftime. Oh, holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna finish like cleaning this off and then I'll be back with you. Is that a half? Yeah, it is. Okay, I think. All right, now I'm starting to. All right, I am all messed up. It's not every day we dig tiny pieces of silver, and that's a really good one. Let me come right back with it. Okay, well, there you have it. My beautiful, ugly little halftime. I can't get it in this light right now, I'm sure, but have 5C to denote 5 cents underneath that big, beautiful eagle. And the front isn't much to look at, but we do have a date of 1835. That is my second capped bust halftime ever. They are really tough to find. I can't believe this just happened. I'm kind of just like dumbfounded right now. Is that 35? Hang on, let me zoom in. I'm sure you guys can see much better than I can. Yeah, 35. Wow. I wonder what happened at the front to make it so incredibly worn. I guess it was just in circulation for a long time. I mean, you can barely get a read on her. But, there's no denying that. Early American silver. It's the stuff that we dream about. And I can't believe I just found my second one. Matt is going to flip out. That's an amazing note to end the day on. And, wow. All right. Amazing. All right, loud and proud signal right on the edge of the cart path. I already moved away some of the leaf litter so I could hear it better. We'll take a look. Let's check it out. I am so glad I filmed that target, guys. And I'm so glad I fought through this huge root ball. You have no idea. I had to take my pocket knife out, cut that, move a bunch of rocks, and then I saw what it was, and I put it back. And it's really, 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 really old. It's what I think it is. Oh, you see that down there? This tiny little buckle. Oh my God, does that still terminate, or is it? Oh no, it's falling apart. Thank God they're all together though. Holy crap. That is so old. So old. Let me get this in the sun for you. Oh, okay, the rest of the stud might be in there too since it's coming apart. This is a very, I mean mid to late 1600s shoe or spur buckle. I have been wanting one of these forever. I had no idea how tiny they were. I mean, it practically fits on my index fingertip. Oh my God. And it's all together too. I mean, like I said, it's falling apart, but it's all brass. I'll be able to display that all together. I've got to recheck the hole for the rest of the stud, but that's what's giving me the age indication on this. And what I'm going to do is I will put a picture on the screen right now from my buckle book to show you the sincere age of this piece. This is one of my favorite finds of the year. Hands down, this already makes my day. Oh my Lord. Okay, let me calm down a little bit, recheck the hole, see if the rest of the stud is there, and then I'll come back with this brushed off. But that to me is an absolute treasure, a treasure of a find. Whew. Okay, be back in a second. Well, there you have it. My crown jewel of the year of buckles. I've dug a number of colonial buckles this year, but this is my oldest buckle find ever. I really cannot stress how stoked I am about this. I rechecked the hole, couldn't hear the little stud that's missing with the pin pointer, but I'll check it with the big beep stick in a moment. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I know this place has the age for it, but I've been really wanting a buckle of this age for so long, basically since I started the hobby, and it's just incredible. I mean, like I said, this is disconnected now, but that's because the pin that ran through the tongue and the stud shape and the frame was iron, so that is long gone, but we're left with this beautiful brass or bronze piece here, and again, just absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad the innards are intact so that we can firmly date this, because if they weren't, I could be 50 to 100 years off. Not 100 years, but that just absolutely confirms 1600s all day. And you guys know buckles are my absolute favorite finds, so I couldn't be more amped up for the rest of the day and see what it has to hold. I would be shocked if I top this find. Simply incredible. I may have just looked out big time here. Take a look at this one. Whew, that one's got me excited. Well, it would appear we did indeed luck out. Look at that acid green color. I cannot wait to see what this is. Let's get this in the sun properly. Give it a wipe. Oh man, what are you gonna be? This could be something different, which would be really cool, because all I found out here basically are KG2s. I did get a Connecticut and a Drape Bust half cent. But yeah, let me spend some time on this, guys, because I really don't know what it is. Obviously, trying to buy myself time by talking about it, but this really could be something different, and I don't want to be too rough with it, so I'll be back to you soon. But hell yeah, that's a copper. I love it, love it, love it. Oh man, you guys, I've got a first here. You can just see VERM and Octori. This is a Vermont state copper. I believe these were minted somewhere between 1785 and 1788. Before we had a federal mint established in 1792, the colonies began making their own coinage, and Vermonts are very tough to find, so I am really excited about that. I think the bust is facing left, and the reverse can't get anything off of that at the moment. It's really worn. The green is flaking, so I'm hoping that possibly there are still details under the green, but frankly, I don't think so. I think that might be my details layer, so I need to go run and take photos before this disappears. Oh my goodness. If it does clean up well, I'll be sure to put something on the screen for you rather than just a non-dug example. But wow, that is a hell of a first. No Vermonts. I have one New York, which is a Nova Eborek, exceedingly rare, but it's in terrible condition. I have several Connecticut's, and I don't think I have another state coin. This would be it. So, wow. That is a fantastic find. Okay, I've got a pretty good signal right here. I'll take a look. Let's check it out. I'm so excited right now. Oh my God. So when I really pinpointed it off camera, it was a 61 to 62. The camera's shaking for a reason, guys. First silver 2024 is going to be a banger. Look. It's a 1 real, I do believe. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's getting the light. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's the obverse. Oh my Lord. Oh. Oh my God. Okay. Let's hang on. I'm trying to find a good spot to spray it. What on earth? Okay, just gonna set it down. I can't tell you how much I'm shaking. I'm so excited. Let me get the water out. We're gonna do this one together. Heck yeah. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I mean, I can. This field's been great to me, but oh my God. Wish I had 3 hands right now. Whew. Okay, come on. I can't believe this. This is like the first good target of the day. 1774. Oh my God. Oh, oh. That's my 4th 1 real ever, and I don't have a 1774 of any denomination. Really carefully, we're gonna flip. Oh my God, I don't have one with that reverse. I think this is one of the ones that was legitimately made in Spain. Holy crap. This is actually a rare coin, I believe. Oh, this is a good one. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna finish spraying it off camera. I really don't want to scratch it. I can't believe the condition this is in. Holy crap. Oh my God, this is why we do it, guys. This is why we do it. All right, I'll be back momentarily. Holy crap. Oh man, I'm still shaking. I've been like coming down so the camera wouldn't shake so much. But there we go. 1774 1 real. That is absolutely gorgeous. I do have to do research to see if this did come from Spain. Like I said, it may have because of the reverse. That is definitely a different shield than we're used to seeing on most Carlos III's. And I have one friend, my friend Todd. If you don't know who CT Todd Yerkes is, well, you should, especially if you live in New England. Awesome guy, tons of experience. And he dug a 2 reals that had this shield on the back. And I remember there was a reason it was rare, and I think it was because it was from Spain. Instead of Mexico, like most of our silver coinage that circulated the colonies before we had a U.S. mint. Actually up until 1857, we were allowed to use Spanish silver and British coppers until the Coinage Act of 1857. But this one, guys, I'm pretty darn sure that was dropped in 1770 something, or in the 1700s anyway. And that's tough to find. Usually, when you find reals, they are not in the best of condition in terms of the details. But this one. Oh my gosh, I'm going to display this side because I just don't have one like that yet. Incredible first silver of 2024. Anyway, just got a really good signal here, very shallow. But I would be crazy to ignore it. Sometimes at these untouched sites, things can still be shallow. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, clearly we have moved into early settler occupied area right here. Look at this. I know exactly what this says. This is a 1600s Latin spoon bowl. It's going to have a mark right here. It should anyway. Come on. Might be worn off. Usually there's a mark right there. Oh, that's incredible. Oh my God, that's a really old break. I wonder if the rest of it's down there. That would be an absolutely remarkable find. I was literally just thinking about these yesterday. And there is a myth that people used to break spoons in half so that it would fit easier in whatever pouch they were wearing with them. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by this. Oh boy. Okay, I will brush it off. If I can see a mark down here, I'll be back. But if not, we are working our way to another site. I know that sounds crazy, but we just kind of have to get a sampling of everything that this place has to offer to determine where the most productive spots are going to be. That's an absolutely amazing find. Wow. Well, I didn't film this signal. It was coming up right around a 28 on the Manticore, but where it was tracing was mostly within the upper Ferris limit, so I didn't film it. I figured it might be iron, and it was. Now, before everybody says that's a piece of dog poo, this really reminds me of a canister shot. I don't know a ton about them. Could be a grape shot too. It'd be a bunch of like iron balls stuck together within a canister and fired so that these would explode everywhere. I'm gonna have to do electrolysis on that, but it's interesting. I know it seems kind of, not very exciting, but if it is a grape shot, canister shot, something like that, it would definitely be my first. And I have found a lot of stuff out here relating to firearms, so you never know. I'm showing it just in case once I do electrolysis on this, once I get home. If it is something of that nature, I just want to have the footage from the field to show you what it looked like before I threw it in the electrolysis tank. So, interesting. Hopefully that's what I think it is. So, I may or may not have just called my shot, no pun intended. The funny part, though, is that I didn't realize how large a canister or grape shot actually was, so when I was rolling this crustacean around in my hands, pointing to these little nodules that I thought were separate little shots, what I was actually seeing was an iron concretion that was a product of leaching on one piece that was hiding in that crustacean. This is very common in iron relics that have been sitting in the ground for a couple hundred years or more. Instead of electrolysis, I opted for a set it and forget it method by putting this in evaporust for about a week. But not much was happening, so at the end of a week's time, I decided, let's crack this puppy open one way or another. I don't have too much to lose. And, well, it was indeed an iron ball hiding in that crust. Due to the size of this, which is about 1.5 inches in diameter, maybe a little more, this is in fact a canister shot or a grape shot, which are small caliber cannonballs. This piece would have been packed together with a ton of other iron balls inside of either a canister or a burlap bag, and once the cannon was lit, the burlap bag or the canister would kind of either melt away or burn. By the time your shots got out of the cannon, it would rain hellfire into the battlefield. The devastating effects of canister and grape shots cannot be overstated. And I have a really good theory as to how it ended up where it did. The patriarch of this homestead was a French and Indian War veteran from the 1750s, and it was not at all uncommon to grab a souvenir from the battlefield and bring it on home. And this piece in particular would have been a great candidate for that because it is small, easy to transport, and could have fit in his pocket probably, as long as he had a really sturdy belt. Again, small as it might be, this is still absolutely my first cannonball, and I am psyched. I have been waiting to share this find with you since February 27th when the video was filmed. And I am so glad that I could finally do that right here, right now. Who knew a little iron ball could bring me such joy? All right, back to the show. Well,
I've been on a roll with these lately, and by on a roll, I mean I don't find these very often at all. Not filming today. Here's Petrie the dog and Nick the human, and we're at a spot we've been to a lot, but not in the last few years. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't planning on filming today, I guess I should say, but I think I need to make an exception. This was a high 80s signal, and it came out right there. It's already drying out in my hand. And let me see if I can orient this correctly. But it's definitely an eagle button. I don't know what era this is going to be yet because it's really caked up. I'm going to have to clean that up when I get home very carefully. But it is fully intact, and the back mark will also help me get a date range on this, so that's really exciting. I will let that dry out for a little bit, see if I can make it look any better, and we'll come back. That's an awesome find. Well, I sure wish the sun was out today to help me, but there you have it for now. I put a little bit of body oil on it to bring up the highlights, and it looks like we have an infantry button. It looks like there's an eye in the center of the crest on the eagle right there. I know you really have to use your imagination quite a bit, but hopefully I can get this looking a little bit better at home. The back mark, I can't read it yet, but that should be highly visible. I think this was face up in the ground, and that's why the back is in better condition than the front. So really, really exciting though either way, and hopefully this cleans up somewhat decent, but really happy about that. I don't think this is Civil War. I've been wrong before a few times, but that center crest is very narrow, so I think this might be earlier, but again, I don't really know. Something will certainly be on the screen by now, but yeah, that's a fantastic find. I'm really happy with that.
Well, little did I know how happy I would be with this button when I took it home and cleaned it up. You truly will not believe the condition it's in now, and it makes it one of my very best finds of 2024. Check this out. It is absolutely stunning now. All of the details are there, and around 90% of the silver wash remains intact. To clean this, I used lemon juice, a toothbrush, and very nervously, a toothpick to work off what I believe was actually pine sap on the face of this button. Now, if you're not a button aficionado, you probably have no idea how old this is, so let me clue you in. This piece dates to before the Civil War, approximately 1840s. So it's almost 200 years old in absolutely stunning condition. I can't stress how surprised I was that it cleaned up so well. It is one of the finest excavated examples I've ever seen, and this is the piece that truly belongs in a museum. It just doesn't get any better for having a find that you're not as excited about in the field because you think it's not gonna clean up and you're expecting nothing, to go home and find out it's one of your best finds of the year. It's absolutely priceless. Now, let's get back to the action because you know I have to find a coin.
Well, we're sort of slowly making our way to another cellar that I have pinned, and I just tripped across this excellent signal. Okay, well, I popped it. Nick wasn't too far away. She swung over. She's like, hey, it sounds bigger than a coin. I said, that's because it's wicked shallow. Oh, there's the, oh, what the hell is this? Look how huge it is. Oh my God, that's going to be a Rosa Americana 2 pence. Holy. Do you have any clue how rare that is? That's going to be a friggin' Rosa Americana. Be very careful. That's a stupid rare coin. That's like, you know how it looks like a Woods Hibernia on the front? Dude, that was made for the colonies. That was sent over from Great Britain. It's got a Tudor rose on the back. Can you see the back?
Yeah, I mean, I can't see what it is.
Oh my God. No friggin' way. I mean, it could be a 1 pence. I don't know, because you got to remember. Yes, it might be a 1 pence. Oh my God. At least I think that's what it is. I don't know. It's going to be in, like, reasonable condition, though. Yeah, it looks like King George the First. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I mean, it could, I don't know. You have no idea how rare this is. Not a single clue. It's like, what? Oh my God. Even finding a Rosa Americana, like halfpenny. Watch this be something else entirely. Oh my God. What? What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Is that what we've got? Yep. It's definitely a Rosa. Holy Mother of God. Oh, this has some history to it. Holy crap. Okay, I'm getting lightheaded. Let me let this dry out and I'll come back. But that is a stellar find. Like I said, these were sent over to the colonies by Great Britain for our use. Oh my God, Nick, come over here. The rose is coming out. You can just start to see it. There's a Tudor rose right there underneath the crown. Careful with that. That's probably one of my most valuable copper coins. Just because of the rarity. Whew, okay, I'll be right back. This coin is ridiculous. It's not in very good condition. Most Rosa Americana coins are not. But absolutely, you can see the Tudor rose with the crown over it. Oh my God. And there we have big old King George I. Same type of bust that you'll see on a Woods Hibernia coin. This thing is huge. I have to look up and see if it's a 1 pence or a 2 pence. But it's certainly not a halfpenny, I'll tell you that much. This thing is probably larger than a $50. Oh my God. I am not willing to field clean it pretty much at all. I have to just pack this away extremely carefully. If I ever find another one that's like lightning striking twice, I cannot stress the incredible rarity of this coin, especially in this denomination. I mean, I see halfpennies from time to time. I think I've seen one person ever dig a 2 pence. So again, I'm not sure if this is a 1 pence or 2, but it will certainly be on the screen by now. And what an incredible piece of history. I can't believe I'm holding it right now. I'm going to take a break for a little while, I think. Let Nick get a coin. Oh my goodness. That's treasure. It's absolute treasure of our early colonial settlers. All but 4 inches in the ground. This is why we metal detect right here. This is why we metal detect. It's incredible. Now, let's take a minute here and discuss exactly why I'm flipping out over this coin. Because if I had to wager a guess, 90% of my viewers have no idea what I just found, and it's for a good reason. Because they are exceedingly rare. In the early 1700s, William Wood was tasked with creating coinage which was specifically meant for circulation in the colonies. Back in the colonial era, if you didn't know, almost all of our copper coinage was shipped over from Great Britain, and we needed to accept whatever they'd send us, because at that time, there was a drastic coin shortage on this side of the pond. Rosa Americana coinage was Great Britain's answer to the coin shortage of the colonies, with denominations of halfpennies, pennies, and 2 pence coins. The obverse of the 1723 Rosa Americana 2 pence that I found depicts King George I with a rose on the reverse and the legend Rosa Americana at the top of the coin and Utile Dulce at the bottom, which translates to American Rose and useful and sweet. However charming the coins were, the colonists weren't as oblivious as Great Britain had hoped, and they quickly noticed that each Rosa Americana coin was roughly half the size and weight of the denomination noted on the coin. For example, a 1 pence was the size and weight of a contemporary halfpenny, with the 2 pence coming in at around the size of a 1 pence. The colonists were understandably displeased with the coins, and as a result, most of the coins did not last long in circulation. The 2 pence that I found offered an incredible surprise once I cleaned it up. It might look a bit rough, but what you should understand is that William Wood developed a new alloy for this coinage called bath metal, which is comprised of about 75% copper and 25% zinc. As we all know, zinc does not survive in the ground for long. Thankfully though, this coin held its details well enough to reveal a sharply defined X on both sides, suggesting that it was rejected as legal tender due to how underweight it is and demonetized by way of scratching those X's on the coin. In 7 years of metal detecting, I only know of 3 other Rosa Americana 2-pence coins that have been dug. If we take a look at Whitman's Encyclopedia of Colonial and Early American Coins, all varieties of the 1723 Rosa Americana 2-pence carry a Universal Rarity Scale, or URS, of 11 or lower, meaning that no matter which variety I found, there are under 1,000 known. And today, while editing this video, I decided to do a little math, and I'm even more blown away by this coin. With all varieties of the 1723 2-pence combined, and by using the higher figure of the URS number to calculate this, so a URS 11 means between 500 and 999 known, I used 999, that's a whopping 1,549 known to exist. Even the Rosa Americana 1-pence, which is the variety most often found by metal detectorists, only come up maybe once or twice a year at best. It's truly incredible to be the keeper of such an amazing piece of early colonial history, and the fact that it has an X marked on both sides to back up the text stating that these were rejected by colonists, there are no words for it. It's always been my goal to either confirm history by way of my finds, or to make a new discovery. This is one of those pieces that confirms what's known about numismatic history, and for me, you can't put a price on that.
Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. I really hope you've enjoyed that look back at 2024. I have to admit, when I dug that Rosa Americana, which was in the number 1 position, I kind of knew it would probably be my best find of the year, even though I found it all the way back in April. It's just one of those lifetime finds that people in New England always hope to dig. So I hope this video was at least half as much fun for you as it was for me. Happy hunting, Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the flip side of the calendar. Take care everybody, and we'll see you next time.